Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Minecraft PixelMania. So today's build, we're going to do Maui from Moana. It was actually a request, so thanks for that request. And this one has kind of been proven to be a little bit tough to try to find block choices that kind of go well together. So with this one, just feel free, if you think there's a better block choice, please use that. But I'm going to show you what I came up with. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with white hardened clay, brown hardened clay, a block of quartz, lime wool, red wool, cyan wool, green wool, purple wool, and yellow wool. And there will be some other blocks that we're going to need, and so we'll just switch those out as needed. We're probably going to need like a black block and maybe some other ones, but let's get started with what we got. All right, so let's start off with the feet, and we're going to go ahead and build 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to build 5 on top. And then we're going to go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. And then grab our white hardened clay and come back and go across like so. And then 2 blocks right there. And that will build in the first foot there. Now, we're going to go ahead. This is going to be awkward. Just follow along and I will pull away so you guys can pause the video occasionally. But we're going to build in the hula skirt basically that he is wearing. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2. And then starting on this block, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and we're going to do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total of 3 times. All right, here we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and switch to our red wool. And here we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Now using our cyan, we're going to go ahead and go all the way down to the bottom there. Place 1 there. And we're going to go all the way up to the top of the red. And line it up with that. All right. And then here we're going to go 1, 2. And then here at the bottom, we're going to go 1. All right, I'm going to back out right here just so you can take a look at it. Go ahead, pause the video. But that is what we have so far. All right, let's switch back to our lime wool, and we're going to fill this in and then bring it out by 2, just like that. All right, and now we're going to switch to the darker green wool, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep following along. 6, 7, 8 total. All right, and then this spot there we're going to fill in 2. All right, here we're going to come up and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and stop right there. Let's switch to our purple. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to switch back to our lime. And just to give us like a general idea how wide this is going to be, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is kind of a good marker. And underneath, go ahead and build down 1, 2 right there. And then here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. All right, and then on top, we're going to come all the way up and meet there. And we're going to do the same here as well. See how that makes it a little bit easier? And then on this block, we're going to go 1, 2. And that should leave 2 free blocks right there. And we're going to switch to our yellow. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to come down here with our green. And we're going to take our red at this time. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. And let's switch back to our dark green. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to come out on the side here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which meets us right at the top there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to stop there. So that's what that looks like. It looks a little awkward, I know. Go ahead, pause the video right there. We're going to build in his other foot. Okay, so starting underneath of the screen right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we have 1 here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and place one above it like so, and one down below. And then we're going to switch to our brown hardened clay. And believe it or not, guys, this is kind of the easiest part. I found his chest area to be a little bit difficult to do because, you know, he's got a lot of hair on his chest, so you kind of want to try to replicate that as easy as you can. And so anyways, yeah, this is going to be probably the easiest part of this build. At least that's how I felt about it. All right, guys, so go ahead. Oh, let's fix that foot. That looks a little awkward, right? Make that like it's supposed to be. Okay, so that is what I have so far. Go ahead, feel free, pause the video, and we are going to actually move on to the next thing. Okay, so I want to switch over to some smooth sandstone here, and starting here, I just want to go across like this. All right, and stop and leave those end blocks open like that. All right, and we're going to switch back over to the white hardened clay, and this is where it's going to become not symmetrical. Okay, so we're going to start on this block, just follow along and go all the way across. Oops. And then on this end, we're going to actually come out by one. Okay, now I'm trying to think the easiest way to build this for you guys that is going to be the easiest to follow. All right, we're going to grab some brown wool instead. This is what we're going to use for like his chest hairs and his hair and all that. All right, so starting here, let's find this line here. See this line, this column right here, and you want to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're just going to grab our white hardened clay and place 2 there. All right, and then go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. All right, and then here we're going to go across the top. Okay, and then across the top like so. Now he has a necklace on as well. We're going to go ahead and build that on top of this while we're here. Using the white quartz block, we're going to build 4 blocks like this. Okay, and then we're going to use our smooth sandstone, and we're going to build 3. We're going to go up by 1, 2. I know this is going to look awkward, but I promise we're going to be filling in these blanks. This will definitely help you build it a little bit easier by having some, you know, blocks as a guideline, if you will. All right, and then we're going to use our block of quartz. We're going to place 1 under here, and we're going to place 2 under there. And then over here, we're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So that's like the necklace coming down across his chest, basically. All right, and let's go ahead and just start filling in the neckline here, since this is kind of a more enclosed space. So we're going to do a 3 there, and then we're going to switch to our white hardened clay, and we are going to go straight across like so. Take the brown wool and place 1 block there, 1 block there, and then you can just go ahead and fill in the neck. All right, so that would be like the neck area. All right, let's go back down here to the bottom, and we're going to start here on the end. Just follow along. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, I'm going to try to keep it as symmetrical as possible, so it's maybe a little bit easier to follow along. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And here we're going to go ahead and build out by 1. All right, here we're going to come out by 1 and go up in the corner there. All right, coming off of the bottom here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm actually going to fill that in as well. All right, and here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then just follow along as I'm filling in these areas. I know I hate having to do it this way, but this is how it is when it's not a symmetrical build, right? Just follow along, and like I said, I will allow you to have an opportunity to pause the video, and in hopes that it will help you guide along better, okay? All right, let's grab our brown, and we're gonna go ahead and start filling in these areas as well. All right. I mean, I guess there is somewhat of a pattern to kind of go off of, but it's kind of tough, right? All right, so on this one, let's go, because this is where his arm, like his armpit is going to connect. So we're going to build 3, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's kind of where his arm is going to come out. Looks awkward, I know, hang in there. All right. So I'm basically building out the arm right now. This is kind of like the arm area. Okay. And if you have a better way of doing this, by all means, feel free, because it's really tough when you're trying to do a tutorial. You know, you want to, it's so much easier keeping things symmetrical so people can follow along. All right, now we're going to come underneath there. Place that there. 1, 2, and this is going to get a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and we're going to grab our hardened clay. Don't give up on this build, guys. All right, don't give up on me. You can do it. See how we did that one already? It's not so bad, right? All right, so we're gonna go over on this side, and we're going to start on the bottom here. All right, so these are all diagonal, okay? And again, diagonal, but I might make it a little bit easier by doing it that way. And then diagonal like that. And all this area is going to be filled in. Okay. And we're just going to go just like that. Now down here, let's come back down here. And so off of here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 3. And then off of this one here, this is where the armpit is going to meet up again on this side. All right, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yep. That is correct. I'm just checking my lining there, and that matches up perfect. So, yep. All right, so let's switch back to our brown wool, and we're going to go 1, 2. And we're not going to put it there. We're going to put it here. 1, 2, and then up by 1, 2, and then come back down and do 1, 2. All right. And then here we're going to go 1, 2, 4, and fill in this area as well. And then here, drop this down. So far, so good. All right, so off of this top block, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total, okay? Off of this top row, see that? So 5 total. And then here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then we're going to switch back to our brown and underneath. 1, 2, 3. Fix that there and that there, just like that. Fill all of that in. And then this row, actually, we're gonna fix this row. All right, we need to fix this. We need to take that out and place that there. We're gonna take this and place that there, because that was off a little bit. All right, that looks a little bit better. And in all actuality, this set here needs to come down one like that. This is what happens, guys. Sometimes you got to move blocks around to just make it look more like it belongs, if you will, right? So that top row is going to be completely solid. All right. And then here, we're going to take those 3 blocks out there. And then this is going to become the brown wool, okay? And then here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and let's just do this. We're gonna go on the end as well, and we're gonna come down by 1, grab our brown wool, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then grab our clay, and then come down by 1, and then grab our brown wool, 1, 2, 3, oops. And then here we're gonna come down by 1, 1, 2. And then we're gonna grab our hardened clay again, like that. Whew, all right, did you guys survive? Did you survive? Go ahead, pause the video there. But that is what we have so far, and next we are gonna move into his face. We're gonna build in the face. Okay, so to build in the face, we're gonna start here and just build across right there and meet up on top of those brown blocks, and then we're going to place a brown wool on the end there. All right, and then we're going to take and switch back over to our hardened clay, and we're going to go as far as to this brown block, and we're going to stop there on top. All right, now here we're going to go ahead and build up at an angle by 1, another angle, and what we want to do is grab our pink wool. All right, and we're gonna build in kind of like a rosy cheek, if you will. And the way that that's gonna work is we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna do the same as well on that side. All right, so that's what that looks like. And then we're gonna switch to our, let's do a different brown because this is for his eyes. So let's do a gray hardened clay. All right. And this is going to be used for his eyes. So here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then for his eyes, place in that. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our white hardened clay and fill back in these areas. All right, and then here, just going to go like that and like that, and just continue on building in the head. Skip one there and then go 1, 2. All right, so that is what we have so far, and now we're going to use our brown wool and we're going to start building in the hair basically. All right, and so we're going to start on this block here, and we are actually going to go all the way out by 1. And then we're going to go 1, 2 right there on the end. All right, so from here on out, I'm going to kind of build up and around to the top of his head. Just follow along. Okay, so we're lining up with that. All right, and we're gonna stop right there, okay? And we're actually going to go ahead and just place that there. Let's move over to the other side and get fully in line with the top of his head, all right? So starting from this block here, we're gonna go all the way out and stop right there, all right? Okay, go ahead, pause the video right there, and we're gonna continue with the top of the hair. All right, guys, so that's actually gonna pretty much do it for our Maui build. What do you think? Do you guys like these harder builds? Is that something you wanna see more of? These non-symmetrical type builds. And yeah, this is definitely a little bit more advanced kind of build, but also look at it this way too. Like if you have a block or two out of place, I mean, look at the way this build is. It's not gonna hurt the build, right? So if you've misplaced a couple blocks here and there, you should be fine. But yeah, give me your thoughts down below. I think he looks okay. I wasn't super impressed with the outcome, but I thought it was still kind of cool looking. So I'd love to hear your feedback. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, be sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to see a build, just let me know in the comments below. And if we use your build, you will get a shout out. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.